Yes, the boohoo effect here. Just going to respond to Trollup Rullez, Looney Trollup. Last video, trying to cover his tracks. He's backpedaling because he never denounced Knight Sabers, and now he's trying to say that he doesn't support him. You can't have it both ways. It's titled, "The Boohoo Effect Calls Me Pedo Child Stalker Predator Based on False Claims I Support Knight Sabers." Yes, you do. Because the comment that you made in response to all the clear evidence was not denouncing him. It was not calling him out and saying what he's doing is wrong. You did not say you're going to block him and have nothing to do with him. But let's get into it.
Yeah, I am too.
He's basically just playing my old previous video on it.
Seeing some shit going on. And
the boohoo effect video.
That's just my reply to Molly or whatever, crotch vomit.
It's not what a person calls. You support the stalking of innocent children. You do, because you had never refuted and spoke out.
You see, I said he supports. I didn't call him a child stalker directly. I said he supports the stalking of children because that's what Knight Sabers does.
Against that, with your troll gang, you support stalking children. You said nothing. I've always spoke out against that activity, regardless.
Yes, I have. I've always called out Knight Sabers. And you know, it's kind of ironic to note that Dark Zodiac and Forrest also called out Knight Sabers. They did the right thing because they knew what that guy was about. They knew that he was, you know, stalking children, pretending to be a teenage girl when he was a grown man. That's guilty of child predation. And they knew that was wrong. I give them credit for that.
Of who the person is, whether they are friendly or enemy. You're sick. And I can understand why you...
And the reason why I said that, because some people will not do the right thing because they, you know, add or support their little gang group. They have something to contribute. And that's why Trollup Rullez had said nothing of value, of worth, against what Knight Sabers stands for. Let's go on.
Accept that, because you are sick. You know, we know that you're pretending to be a woman, but where does that sickness stop? Are you also, you know, a predator of children? Like you're...
That's in question form. You know, it's perverse in itself to support somebody like Knight Sabers. What I'm asking is, where does this sickness stop? You obviously have shown no moral sense in denouncing Knight Sabers. Where does this sickness stop? You're a man pretending to be a woman. You know, if you want to be a woman, that's fine. That's your business. But don't be catfishing people. Don't be playing with people's minds and hearts.
Your friend Knight Sabers? Do you...
He is your friend. He's on your threads. You've made a comment that you favor Knight Sabers for certain reasons. Unlike you, you know, I reference Tiffany, and you say I'm in a gang with her. Unlike you making unfounded claims.
Stalk children in a very naughty manner, huh?
That's what I'm surmising. Do you? You support Knight Sabers. Where does it end with you?
Yeah.
I'm questioning something that's very valid. It's disturbing to me that somebody like you does not speak out against Knight Sabers, all because he adds input to your gang.
I think you hold some very dark secrets. I think you're guilty of children predation. I do. Prove that I've accused Trollup of stalking children. I can't prove it right now, but since you accept...
That's because I'm surmising. I'm contemplating on how far your sickness goes. You know, past supporting Knight Sabers. I'm saying I think you're guilty of child predation. If you're supporting somebody like Knight Sabers, if you don't speak out, you're just as guilty. Because the right thing to do as a law-abiding citizen that values the protection of children should report Knight Sabers. In the least, call them out publicly. And you have not done that.
Accept Knight Sabers and found nothing wrong with what he is doing when I gave you all the evidence, that speaks volumes about you.
It does.
Your character, your mindset, and the principles that you do not behold when you should be upholding them.
That's right.
It's obviously not the protection of children with you. Trying to catfish men, for sick pleasure. You're sick. Supporting and recent split Knight Sabers.
I'm going to skip forward. We've already covered the main issue here with him. I'm going to let him get into his, text to voice.
A major player. So this person is...
Okay, right now this is me in a previous video going over what he stated about Knight Sabers. After the fact of all the evidence that was compiled together to expose Knight Sabers.
The gang stalker. Because he holds no personal moral creed against anything that would be considered wrong or just plain sick. See what they have to say. You see, he likes Knight Sabers.
Yes, he does. That was a favorable comment typed out by Trollup Rullez, and it's recorded live. There's no change in this story. He can backpedal. He has to stick by the actual comment because we know he's lied before on other issues. But now he's got to try to change the meaning. He's pretending that he has comprehension skills that's lacking in him.
He likes Knight Sabers. There's nothing wrong, nothing wrong with that. And it doesn't mean I agree with everything they say. So he accepts pedophiles as long as they say pleasing things to support Trollup Rullez.
And notice that Trollup Rullez did not dispute this video, or at least try to, until days later. Something as serious as what he's engaging in with Knight Sabers, if you were truly innocent, you would have got on this immediately. But you can't refute your own words typed out of yourself.
He accepts pedos. He doesn't mind them at all.
Who has bad cry more?
Okay.
He doesn't mind them at all.
He's going to be speaking here.
Little boo-hoo, cry more. Little boo-hoo has bad English comprehension, and he also...
Okay, now his engaging in ad hominem attacks. My comprehension is perfectly intact. Now, your lack of comprehension is an act, because you know what you said.
Likes to lie. I've never supported Knight Sabers, not once. There are many videos on my channel speaking out against Knight Sabers.
And that was in the context that you think Knight Sabers is Montegraph. You spoke out against Knight Sabers because you thought he was Montegraph, not what the real Knight Saber stands for. Big difference. But this is smoke and mirrors, so let's go on.
Knight Sabers is a man, but there's no proof it's one.
Yes, there is proof. Now you're denying the facts. You can't deny the facts. Knight Sabers was on a Vaughn Live. He was speaking. He was going by the handle Eitzer. That was one of his 3 handles he used.
Just because people make videos Claiming Knight Sabers is one does not make it fact.
No. No. You're excluding the facts in the video. You're the one that's speaking, through text to voice and not providing any evidence.
Your friends, Agent 19, and
You see, your friends,
Dozer communicated.
Agent 19 and Dozer. You see, he's saying they're my friends, when he knows good and well that I am not friends with these people. I just merely made peace with them. You see, this is a gang stalker mentality. And this guy is upset because I'm no longer a part of his group. Trolling for him. This guy has issues. Trollup Rullez does. He's got control issues. And it clearly shows in Tracy's live chats.
Privately with Knight Sabers.
Oh, so now he's parroting what I have brought out. With Knight Sabers speaking to people in PMs. Now he's parroting what I said. Now he's saying that part's true, but not the other part. You see, he's cherry picking to cover his ass.
And they both insist it's electromagy.
That's a false dox. That electromagy, whatever his name is, he switches it all the time. That's a false dox. Completely false. That guy that's a trucker. There's no evidence that supports that.
I don't believe this, but there's a video showing their claims on my channel. Now,
They also said Knight Sabers was myself. And Katie had just recently retracted that. It's trolling. But you see, what I provided was solid evidence. Evidence that every old school troll already knows about. But I have to explain it in simple terms to people like you that want to be his friend. That's not denouncing him.
let's read my comment about Knight Sabers.
Yes, let's do. Again.
Let's use proper grammar and the English skills we learned in school, which boo-hoo didn't retain.
Grammar, lack of grammar is not involved here. It's what you wrote. You're only trying to, engage in personal attacks because you're upset.
My comment was this.
Okay, let's go over it.
I've always let Knight Sabers comment because
I've always let Knight Sabers comment. He lets them. He does not stop him.
they're a major player and I'd like to see what they...
Because they're a major player. What does this expression mean right here? They're a major player. That means they're part of his group, his gang. He's a gang stalker. And he wants Knight Sabers to be involved.
They have to say. There's nothing wrong with the...
And I like to see what they say. I like. He doesn't dislike anything about Knight Sabers. He's pointing out something about Knight Sabers that he likes. You see, if anybody lacks grammar or comprehension skills, it's you, buddy. Don't project. Just admit it. Be a man.
that, and it doesn't mean I agree with everything they say. Little boo-hoo.
Okay, he's saying I like to see what they have to say. There's nothing wrong with that, you see? There's nothing wrong with that. Yes, there is. You're letting a pedo be a part of your group, your video threads.
Me saying I'd like to see means I would like to monitor. It does not mean I like Knight Sabers.
No, you're not monitoring Knight Sabers. You're allowing him to comment on your threads. Monitoring, you can do that from afar, like on his channel, or if he comments on other people's threads, because you should have morally and rightfully have blocked him, but you didn't.
Maybe you should go back to remedial English class and
Has nothing to do with the English language regarding what you wrote.
and proper grammar. You are dismissed, student.
You have been thoroughly owned.
Okay. See some comments. He says, someone tell Boohoo to hold the camera the right way. I'll hold it how I want to, boy. Okay, laugh at you. That's Elliot. This is a guy that believes that alien penises the size of over 3 miles long is going to come to the earth to solve testicular cancer. That's who is speaking right here. Who believes that the protest on the Capitol was a political conspiracy theory. Yeah, a lot of credibility this guy beholds. Is the filtral effect seriously calling someone else a troll? I'm calling you a supporter of a pedo too, because I never seen a denouncement from you as well. You're more than a troll. Who died and gave 3rd grade effect authority? I don't hold any authority, but I do call out what other people do. Okay, meat candy, this is crotch vomit. In the beginning of my video, I said someone's upset. I was talking about the broody hens. Okay, whatever context that was about, it doesn't matter. It was a response video, and I responded to you, okay? All right, maybe we'll go over that in another video. I don't know. Anyways, that's all I have for you. Trollup, keep backpedaling. You're spinning your wheels. I will own you every time. I've told you that before. You are not equipped to stand up against what I call out about you. You're not equipped because you're at a severe disadvantage. You're delusional. You're a loony. Just looking at your channel, I thought you were Tesla coils. I did. I told that to Tracy in PMs. I stated it on my channel thread. I thought you were Tesla coils. That's how far out you are. But I later deciphered that you can't be Tesla because Tesla didn't really have a sense of humor. You try to, but yeah. Anyways, we'll see you in the next one.